Squid Game Season 3 was absolute peak, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Like, I don't know why, but a lot of people are saying it's the worst season out of all of them, when it's really just the same as the last two. Like, the main things people say are, the VIP sounds so weird, or Gi-hun was completely useless, but those things have literally been that way since Season 1. Like, in Season 1, Gi-hun was basically walking around the island and contributed nothing to the overall story. All he really did was reveal who the front man is. If anything, Season 3 did it better because at least Gi-hun had a real conflict with the boat captain and with his brother. There's not really anything to say about the whole VIP thing though. Like, if you remember, or if you just rewatch a clip from the first season, the voice acting has always been weird for them. It's just not as bad as in Season 3.
Good thing I like to go hunting.
Shut your fucking mouth! I honestly don't really understand the hate for this season. The only thing I didn't really like was the Gi-hun subplot, but I never really liked it to begin with. Like, for me, it always just felt like something they kind of threw in so that you could take a break from the main story, or to kind of let certain things that just happened settle down in your head. Not really something to actually build up the plot. Other than that though, I really liked the final season. I don't know why you guys are saying it's bad. Like, I liked how they were able to kind of twist everyone's character towards the end of the games. Like, Gi-hun went from being as passive as possible to just killing people whenever they were the slightest issue. Dae-ho went from being one of the most likable people to one of the most hated. Min-soo got hooked on drugs when he was pretty chill for the most part. The grandma went from being mostly positive to becoming really depressed. And then MG Coin just went completely crazy. And Hunju stood about the same, but just became a lot more badass. Like, they had this guy beating up basically anyone that wasn't 222 and the grandma. That game was kind of crazy though. Like, basically everyone kind of broke once that game hit. And of course it had to be exactly when 222 went into labor. Like, oh my god. Like, personally, I would have held that in, because why would you give birth there? But that's just me. The part that was really crazy to me though wasn't when Hunju demolished everyone, or when number 100 backstabbed the lady, or even when Gi-hun choked out Dae-ho. The craziest part to me was that the old lady chose a random girl she basically just met over her son. Now, you can call me crazy or evil or anything like that, but I personally would never put some random lady and her kid over my son, whether she just gave birth or not. And really, the baby wasn't even a part of the game at that point, so he could have gotten her and then kept the baby. I just don't see the point in sacrificing one fully functional human person over one girl who has a messed up leg and just had something the size of an Xbox come out of her. All of that was for her just to die in the next game too and hit the Billy Bounce. It was so dumb. That next game looked so easy too. Like, I probably could have done it with one foot. I don't even know if it's just my slightly above average ego talking, but that entire game looked like straight light work. I don't even know why anybody was trying to help her get across either. Especially Gi-hun. Like, there were 10 seconds left, and he thought he had enough time to go, get back over there, and come back with like 110 pounds on his back. The final game was probably the craziest part of all, I think. But I'm gonna just say it right now, I'm tossing the baby. And I know that sounds bad, but hear me out. Especially after the last two games, why would I potentially give up my life for a baby that's been basically sleeping when I had to go hunt people or jump across a bridge? If I really feel that bad, then I'll make another baby or adopt one when I get out. But I'll be damned if I give my life for a random orphan that everyone just kind of forced onto Gi-hun, by the way. Like, MG Coin actually wanted to protect 222 and the baby, but she felt like being petty over just doing what, at least to me, made the most sense at the time, which is just letting him do whatever he can to protect them, even if he dies. Gi-hun literally said multiple times that he couldn't and didn't want to be responsible for the baby, and they just kind of left it with him anyways. Like, the mom was like, alright, you gotta take care of this baby. The grandma told him he has to take care of the baby, he's like, no. And then they just left him with the baby anyways, like, he didn't really have a choice. But anyway, that's my reason for tossing the baby. It was kind of messed up how they crippled the one guy like that, but to be honest, I was more pissed off at how he crawled off the edge just because he didn't want to help the people who basically just got revenge for him. Like, if two guys took out, like, I think it was 4 people that broke the guy's legs, the least I can do, if I'm already about to lose, the least I can do is just help them win. They really should have broken his arms too, just to make sure that he couldn't crawl away. MG trying to use the baby was crazy too. Like, I don't know if he was actually trying to toss it, or if he was just trying to, like, hold it hostage, but it was so weird to me. Like, I really thought for basically all of the time that he actually cared about 222 and the baby, but I guess I was wrong. Like, a part of me still kind of thinks he wasn't really gonna do it though, but maybe I'm wrong. And now for the part that everyone is going crazy over, and to be honest, I wasn't that surprised when Gi-hun died. Like, all of y'all should have seen that coming. I was just surprised that it didn't happen how I expected, really, because I thought he was gonna jump off to leave MG with his baby, but that kind of just went out the window right when he picked up that pipe. And I keep seeing and hearing things about how Gi-hun is really alive and he's part of the Squid Games now, or something like that. But you guys are just crazy, bro. Nobody would have survived that fall. Nobody in the game survived that fall. And I don't think anybody would be able to, even if they tried landing on their feet. Like, the denial is so insane that people think the AI videos of Gi-hun being alive are real. He's dead. Get over it. A good show will usually kill their main character at least once in their story. And you'll see that in Dragon Ball, The Walking Dead, I'm pretty sure Naruto died at some point, Breaking Bad, basically every show that has some sort of action like that will kill the main character at some point, at least once. If it's like Dragon Ball, then a million times. The reveal of the games existing in America and like potentially in every country was pretty cool, but to be honest, I really don't want a spin-off focusing on those games. Like, the way season 3 ended basically wrapped everything up perfectly fine. And I think that if they try to drag it on anymore, it would just feel really forced and bad. Junho has no reason to go to America, and everyone that was a part of the games in any way is either still in Korea and they don't know anything about the other games, or they left the country to do something else. So I don't know how you'd make up a new story to build off after that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment whether you agree or disagree with any of my takes. I know some of them might have been a little weird, but you can let me know in the comments. Alright, that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys next time.